Well, welcome back. A not guilty plea this week from Andrew Lester, the Kansas City man accused of shooting Ralph Yarl, a black teenager who went to the wrong address trying to pick up his siblings. Missouri is one of 30 states with stand your ground laws, which allows for the use of deadly force if a person fears for his or her life. Let's bring a national trial attorney, Donte Mills, back here on Final Five with us tonight. Donte, thanks for sticking around.
Good to be back. I was going to do an outfit change like Beyonce, but I didn't feel like walking to get another jacket. So here I am.
Well, first of all, we were scheduled to have you on the other night. We had some issues with the Zoom, so thank you very much for coming back here. The Ralph Yarl case has been something that's caught nationwide attention because, from all appearances and from what police say, this was exactly as it was reported. A young man went to the wrong address, ran the doorbell. He got shot in the head by a homeowner there. This is bringing into mind a lot of these laws that have been passed because people do have a right to protect their home, but it doesn't appear that this man had a reason to fear for his life.
So that's the thing with these laws, whether it's self-defense, stand your ground, it has to be based in reasonableness, right? You can't make up a scenario in your head and then go extreme. If someone, especially someone who's 5'8", 140 pounds, knocks on your door, is it reasonable to shoot them through your door because you thought you were in danger? That's what this is all going to come down to. And I hope things move in a way where they don't relax those rules, because we're starting to see this all over the country. Like you mentioned, people are so fearful now that they're reacting. And we want to make sure that they react in a reasonable fashion and don't think they can just overreact and get away with it.
You know, we had this situation, too, where you have a white homeowner who shot a black teen, but we also had a situation in upstate New York last week where you had a 20-year-old woman named Kaylin Gillis. Same situation where her friends, they were in a car, they were turning around in a driveway there, and that happened there where the woman was shot and killed. Again, that was considered to be an accident. Why do you think we have this culture of fear, that we fear people who look different from us? Because, look, I understand it. You're at home, you get startled, you don't recognize somebody, that's one thing. But we do have this, you hit the nail on the head, this culture of fear right now.
Jim, you're absolutely right. It is a culture of fear. And we know for Andrew Lester, even from his family members, they're saying that he's had a history of having issues with Black and Latino people. Mm-hmm. They talk about recent years, how he's kind of delved into political theories and extreme views and watching extreme television.
Sure.
But I think it's expanding beyond just race. People right now don't know what the person they're encountering is going to do. So there's a heightened level of fear, and it comes from these mass shootings. It comes from guns just being so prevalent. You think if I have an interaction with somebody, they could probably have a gun and maybe they'll shoot me. So let me act first. But we want to make sure we enforce these rules so people think before they act, and they make sure, again, that it's a reasonable fear, not just a fear brewed from, oh, I saw some crazy things on TV, yeah, so now I'm going to shoot anybody that comes into my driveway. We can't have that.
So how do we balance the idea that you have a right in many of these states with stand your ground? You have a right to defend your property. How do you preserve the right that people have on their own property to do that, but in a way that says you have to be responsible, you have to do it judiciously. You can't just wantonly shoot out your front door because something startled you?
It's tough finding that balance, because you also don't want to wait until it's too late, mm-hmm, right? You have to act at some point if you think you're in danger. But the language that we hear around this is you don't have a duty to retreat. Okay. You're not required to run away if someone is doing something threatening or causing harm to you. You're not required to run away. That's a big difference than you can perceive something in your mind and just leap, right? So we have to make sure that we're stressing that you don't have a duty to retreat. You're not required to leave your home or run back into your home, but you can't shoot through the door because that's unreasonable. There's a barrier there. There's nothing suggesting that you're under immediate threat. There has to be some action taken. You can't be first to act just off of a hunch.
Are there any states or jurisdictions that stand out to you that are doing this right, or is it so much of a patchwork of laws that it's really tough to put your finger on that?
It's a patchwork of laws because, one, you have self-defense laws in some states. You have stand your ground laws in some states. Some states don't have either. But you also have to pair them with the gun laws, mm-hmm, right? Who can carry? Who has to be licensed? We have now some states that you don't have to be licensed at all.
Right.
So you're introducing people who don't have training don't have any experience carrying guns, they can just go to a store and have a gun on and make a decision in the spur of the moment whether to use it or not.
Yeah.
So I think it's a much bigger picture that we have to figure out what has to be done so this doesn't keep happening.
Yeah, and we have to remember, too, that people, by and large, out there, you do have a Second Amendment right to protect yourself. The question is how you balance that with public safety. Donte Mills, got to leave it at that. Have a great weekend, my friend. Good to see you again.
You too. Good seeing you, Jim.
And the Final Five is back after this.
There must be some kind of way out of here. Say the joker to the thief.